saved by love. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by love. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell.
We are here on the MT the Principal podcast. We've got a couple special guests with us today. And honestly, I'll be learning alongside all of you because I don't know a whole lot about this program. But essentially, we're going to be talking about robotics, and they're going to really get into it. So I've got a couple students with me today. So why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves. I'll start with you on my left. Introduce yourself, your name, and then I'll switch over to you, and then you guys can open up about why you're here. So go ahead.
I'm Luca Carvalho. I've been a member of Gra-V for about a year at this point.
I'm Emilio. I'm a junior, and I'm a member of team social media and marketing student lead.
Oh, awesome. So he kind of said it quickly, but it's Gra-V. So tell me what Gra-V is and why are you here to talk to me about it?
Yeah, so actually Gra-V is actually an acronym,
okay,
which is the Greatest Robotics Alliance, founded by 5 mentors, like back in 2015, actually at the Orange Technical College.
Nice.
So just something to add.
Sure.
The V from Gra-V comes from those 5 mentors. If you know Roman numerals, the V represents 5.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice. That makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, so our team is actually part of a FIRST Robotics, called FIRST, where like students actually get to do CADing, programming, hands-on building with drills, and entrepreneurship. Our team is basically student-led, and it's called FIRST Robotics Competitions. That's one of our leagues that we do, mainly based on high school, and it starts from January to April, where students actually get the opportunity to build a robot where like objects pick up and stuff. So throughout that period, we also have like teachers who help us along with those things.
Nice.
So, and it's like going to out like events to talk about what this is and trying to connect with students representatives. Yeah.
Cool. I think, you guys provided me with kind of a list of topics to kind of help me get involved with this. But I think before we do that, I think I would want to know, like, why did you guys start doing this? Like, what made it appealing for you? Like, why did you want to get involved with this in the first place? Because I think students that don't know anything about it may think, well, why is this good for me? And it sounds like you guys are really passionate about it. So what is the reason why they would want to get involved, or, based on what the reason you wanted to get involved?
Well, my reason is because from a very young age, I really liked technology a lot.
Okay.
And engineering was like one of the things. I wasn't really involved at first, like in things, especially because I really liked Tony Stark from Iron Man movie.
Okay.
But I like the big robots, not like the small ones. So along the years, I didn't really go for like that much until like high school, where the POTW class, Project Lead the Way, for Miss Long's class.
Yeah. Or
she offered engineering design classes. And I really like those because it's like iterating ideas, like building material products. And then until during my sophomore year, where one of my friends invited me at a New Year's party, he showed me these things, invited me to one of those events. So I saw those robots that were around 3 feet tall and really heavy to build, by just welding the materials, combining metals and everything, programming. When I saw that, I just really liked it.
Yeah.
It looked kind of cool, how they did it.
Oh,
it
that's
has
awesome.
All the ways, also strategy to doing stuff.
Cool. And what about you?
I mainly joined because of my love for STEM. I started liking STEM more when I was in 4th, 5th grade.
Okay.
I started to get more involved with programming, and I became really good at it. One of the best at my previous school. And this knowledge always kept being a hobby to me, so I never converted into something else until Emilio told me about Gra-V. So there are 2 main reasons I joined Gra-V. The first one was to enhance my programming knowledge, which I have enhanced it a lot. Also, it was because of the amount of volunteering hours FIRST allows you to get in one season, I have collected around more than 50% than the Bright Futures hours that I
Oh
get.
wow.
Yeah.
That is a lot of hours in
Yeah,
just
that's
one
great.
season.
Yeah.
So that is the main two reasons I enjoy volunteering. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
STEM knowledge.
Yeah, funny thing, I've been knowing him for like 2 years now, and I saw
Okay.
his program, and I was just like, oh, wow, he's really cool at it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna bring him to this team. My teacher saw him, like how he did all these things, so I just put him in. And then, cause like us, we actually do like around 180 hours
Okay.
of like volunteering all around. Actually, we reached over 1,000 in total within our team, which is kind of nice. And aside from that, from like those benefits from volunteering, we actually offer $80 million in scholarships.
Oh
which is
wow.
kinda-
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Our team's average volunteering hours was 60 last season.
Last season, but this season we increased it to 372.5
Wow.
hours.
Wow.
Since February 1st.
Wow.
February 1st, 2025.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And are you, kind of a side note, are you guys both planning on doing engineering in college, or is that your plan, or what? Or
Yeah.
programming more?
Yeah, I'm mainly gonna do computer science.
Okay.
I'm planning on probably double majoring in computer science and data
Okay.
science, so
Nice.
I can get more
Yeah.
involved with AI.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been looking into a lot of interest in electrical engineering. I'm trying to go to UF at most, but I'm right now like interested in like the radio frequency, which is like like communication between like the networks of like satellites and your
Yeah.
phone, like 5G internet.
Yeah, that's fantastic. No, it's really cool, and it's really expanding. You know, it's growing every day. So, because I don't know much about this, what you're telling me is there a hardware and like a software side? You're saying there's more of a build side,
Yeah.
there's more of a programming side, right? Is
Yeah.
that kind of what it is when you're dealing
Yeah.
with robotics? It's not just the mechanical side; it's also like kind of the communications side, right?
Yeah.
So for our robotics team, we have 4 main branches.
Yeah.
If you can call it that, is the media and first impact branch, which
Yeah,
is led by
that's-
Emilio.
Yeah, I'm like social media, but also my friend is like the impact, who we do presentations and like presenting communication how first is impacted.
We
Okay.
have also the mechanical branch, which is the mechanical design of the robot without the electrical parts. Then the electrical engineering part, the electricity that runs through the robot, and finally the programming branch, which is just programming those the mechanical and electrical parts to work together so we can
Yeah.
get the robot to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, aside from that, there's usually a branch for like what's called outreach, which is volunteering events. But we all of our members actually do it combined as kind of like tiny society where we just help out the good.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. So what about Gra-V? I mean, Gra-V is kind of a cool name. Gra-V, it's like gravy, you know, right?
Yeah.
But what about this organization, Gra-V, makes it better than other robotics organizations? I mean, there are a lot of different organizations out there. And what's specific about this one that you really like?
So this organization, like, there's like Vex Robotics, which is kind of like more smaller robots. We also have like one of the competitions that's called Lockheed Martin competitions that at our school we actually do here. But this one is mainly like where like the teachers help you assisting, but like you actually lead the team. You do like all the financing, kind of like getting sponsors and everything. You try getting money for your own selves, but also like getting to like design the final product for that robot,
Okay.
along with like hands-on things like with drills and everything. They first like teach you how it is, like the safety and everything. We also use saw, but like, and then they let you on along with like some supervision as well.
Okay.
And then programming too.
Also, part of Gra-V, one of the principles that we as Gra-V hold is our fees need to be affordable for the rest of the community around us.
Sure.
Many teams require higher fees than us, and also they need to pay for traveling expenses. When we do competitions, we generally go to either like we always go to the Orlando regional, but sometimes we go to, for example, this year we went to the Tennessee regional, the Smoky Mountains regional.
Wow.
And most teams, they do not pay for that travel expense. So you need to pay for the hotel, the transportation. But for Gra-V, everything of that is covered with that one-time year fee that you pay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's usually around $150.
Okay.
That's why we actually put a lot of like effort and thoroughness into like entrepreneurship, so we can actually get a lot of sponsors to bring that money within us.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So talk about that competition in Tennessee. I mean, what was that like? That sounds cool, right? I mean, how was there? Tons of teams there, and is it like battle robotics? You know, sometimes you see on TV where the robots are fighting each other. Is that it, or what kind of competition was it?
Yeah. So funny thing, we kind of get that slogan a lot. That's kind of like battle bots.
Yeah.
But it's more like a family-friendly competition where like robots like actually pick up stuff.
Oh.
There's actually a lot of competitiveness within that thing. So like the robots actually don't get the damage dealt, so we don't have to like repair consistently. But you see a lot of teams being at like Smoky Mountain competitions. Like it was actually amazing. We saw like teams from like India, China, and like some from like Alabama and up northern.
Nice.
And some from Florida that came in, which are kind of like our friends teams. So we got to like participate in those. And also within those games, it's like a 3-on-3 game where like it's like red versus blue, and then they pick up as many objects as they can.
Okay.
Like this season, like a lot of the robots were really competitive. Like you could do like kind of like battling between each other, like hitting, like blocking. It's like a strategy, which is the basics. But there's like other ways that you can actually like strategize based on like your design that you did for a robot, because there's like pickup, there's like throwing, there's also like processing, which is like you give the object to the human and then throw it like kind of like a basketball.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I've seen the robots that shoot baskets. You know, they're like a
Yeah.
half court. It's
Yeah.
cool.
To like expand on what Amelia's saying, so FIRST works on the principle of cooperation. We want teams to cooperate, but still be competitive. So the way we do that generally is we have alliances. Alliances are composed generally of 3 teams. Those alliances need to do specific objectives.
Yeah.
This year it was picking up objects and putting them in the what's not the algae, the coral station, and throwing algae to the net.
Yeah.
And so those objectives go changing each season.
They just announced the seasons.
Yeah,
design.
so this season was actually a water game, which we had like a ball and a PCB tube, or just basically like one of those tubes usually, like plastic. So the ball is the coral, right? Yeah, it was a coral.
No, the ball is the algae.
Algae,
The
yeah.
coral is the.
The coral is the pipe, and so the robot can, like, you can usually suck it up with like the thing and then throw it or just process it, set it in, and then there's like the tube or lid. You can have like a design where it can grab it and then put it here. It's with like these things, like tall like poles with like branches out that are called the reefs. So you put them on, kind of like you're like helping out the environment, kind of like a relation to that.
That's cool.
So
That's great.
So it's not mainly about battle bots. It's more just completing those objectives, and whoever completes the most and gets the most points at the end wins.
Yeah, sustaining our environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year's competition theme is going to be sand, which is kind of cool. So we're going to be seeing like a lot of like Egyptian kind of like stuff, or just like how do you say it? Like archaeology.
Yeah, that's
kind of
cool.
stuff.
And so you guys came here today. It was your purpose to just kind of get awareness out about Gra-V and about robotics. Is it to do any recruitment? Are you looking to add new students from West Orange, from other schools? I mean, What is your goal with that?
We're open to anything. We're actually spreading about first to like make sure that people know about it, maybe, because being honest, I didn't know until like my sophomore year of actually not even my whole entire life even known from STEM, because this organization can range from like elementary to high school. So there's like something called the First Lego League, which you can know that's actually like Legos, but just robots, like picking up, similar to our competition, but a bit smaller. And then we have the First Technical League, or no, First Technical Challenge, which is like our robots too, but smaller. And we use like these components. Maybe you'll be familiar with Gra-V Robotics, kind of. So we use those components, like do the same thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
We as of right now, we are searching for new recruitment as part of our team, since they are seniors, can no longer participate in the next season. We're going to graduate. So as of right now, we're sitting at 16 members.
Yeah, we'll be sitting at 16 members, but we'll be open to anyone.
Yeah, anyone wants to join.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're more than welcome.
Yeah, but I'll start of summer. We'll be doing like some like meetings where we show like the students hands-on things and stuff. But going towards more August is where we actually host like workshops, where it actually gets onto like the real stuff, where it's like the main base part of a robot, how to use the drills, like electrical side, how to actually like volunteer at events too. We'll be also doing like during the summer, so we'll be open to anyone. So
Cool.
yeah. And timeline goes like this. Our off season is from after competition, which is April or May, until December. So we get to do a lot of fun things. We actually do some projects, like initiatives, or we could do like a tiny fun robot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually have this robot called CrateBot, which is our like volunteering robot. So we show it around to different places. We couldn't bring it here today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of like a crate that basically inside has like all the basic components. So instead of like the robot, because it can be very complex,
Yeah.
we actually just show like the brain, the sensors, to like dumbed down to like a kiddie version.
Gotcha. That's cool. So if I'm a student that I don't know if I really want to be an engineer, but I think this is fun. This sounds fun.
Yeah.
You know, what are some other skills you feel like you're getting from this type of activity in this organization, you know, that you think would help any student, whether they want to be involved in robotics for the rest of their life or they just want something fun to do in high school?
Yeah. So actually our organization associates like STEM instead of STEAM, which is like integrating the arts into it.
Yeah.
So like a few of our members actually design a lot of pins, or like they can do a lot of art and stuff. So like showing out like our Gra-V logo, or just like a kind of like a fun ducky or
Yeah.
a dog.
Yeah.
Like remember I did that. We also did like this, actually an impact presentation where
Yeah.
we did theme Arthurian legend for like the judges to talk about what we impact within our community.
Okay.
So I designed through Canva design a medieval scripture of like our story.
That's
within-
cool. That's awesome. Like a scroll.
Like a scroll.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah.
You also, the main thing I've learned from Gra-V was how to cooperate in like STEM, because mostly my programming projects do not involve anyone else outside of me. So I can code by myself, but I never knew how to code together with someone.
Mm.
So Gra-V has been helping me to teach me how to cooperate.
Yeah.
And it's not only just with programming. This involves every single other part of Gra-V, like the first impact presentation,
Mm-hmm.
the electrical side and the mechanical side. So it's really a strong foundation. Cooperation is one of the, I'll say one of the fundamentals of Gra-V.
Yeah. No, I get that. I love that.
Yeah, we also, as like one of our initiatives, we do this called bumpers first, because like within our robot, you have like these bumpers that actually have like a protection going against other robots. It's like in case of damage happens. And a lot of teams don't really consider this as much, so like they work on the larger portion, which is like the robot. And so during competitions, they don't actually have the bumpers, and they have to like pass this inspection in order to have the bumpers, so then they can play in the game. So as one of our initiatives, we actually host like these tiny shops where they can have like our bumpers rebuilt or built up just from scratch without any money or pay, just for them to actually play. Because it happens to all of us at some point where like you forget something, and
Yeah.
so like all the charges will be on us, and we just do it for free payment, like out of generosity for them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hmm.
All right, so we're almost out of time, but let's wrap it up. You have any closing thoughts or anything you'd like to tell prospective students if they want to get involved in this, or they're watching this and think, maybe I'll give this a try? What would you tell them?
You're more than welcome to join Gra-V if maybe you're still deciding on engineering. I think it's a great opportunity for you to get a feel for engineering and how it's gonna be, how it's gonna feel like working with someone else in engineering. I think Gra-V is a fantastic opportunity. So if you really like it, you can be part of us and include it also in your college application. And if you really don't, then at least you know before college, so you don't go into the wrong major and you have like to waste even more money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
A few of our students actually is doing like medicine or being a doctor, but she also does like a lot like arts and stuff, like cooperation within our team. It's like just doing like some funsies outside. And if you actually wish to come back to the team, like just help out and everything, our team offers like mentoring for the students within, so then like you can teach the next generation of people too. And if you want to join, we'll probably leave Mr. Turner with like a card or something.
Yeah,
You could like
yeah.
post it.
I can
Yeah,
definitely point in the
able
right
to.
direction. Yeah. Yeah, listening to you guys talk, it's funny. A lot of, I think a lot of people would hear this, because I would have felt like this way in high school. And I want you guys to answer this question for me. I know your answer is going to be, but it'll be good to hear it from you, right? If I was sitting in a high school with you guys and you said, "Hey, come join Gra-V," I would say, "I don't think I'm smart enough to do this," So I definitely would have said that. So what do you guys say to students who just think, I just don't think you guys are brilliant. Like, I don't know if I'm smart enough to do this. Like, what would you say to those that say that?
Actually, I have a story.
Okay.
So my friend who invited me, I originally thought that students couldn't build a robot at all, but in reality, he met a lot of people who actually knew they were just starting from scratch. Like they were like maybe in geometry, algebra 2, where like when they got taught, they were able to actually do it. It's like just connecting pieces.
Yeah.
Even our student or mentor lead, she is a theater major, and she didn't think she would go into this, but her son was actually really into it. So like she joined in and actually started like doing some things, and with her skills that she was able to bring, she was able to like actually help out teams build some robots, or just like doing some like entrepreneurship talk, and now she's like a regional director for the Orlando.
Wow, that's
which
cool.
Is kind of cool. So
that's a good story.
So she just switched from theater to STEM
Yeah.
immediately.
No, that's great, because you think about it, you think, it's all these brilliant mathematicians or, engineering based background, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way.
Yeah.
So
We also provide a lot of education, either it be through the mentors or through external documentation. For example, I learned about control systems while I was learning robotics programming for Gra-V.
yeah.
So I learned how to control the arm of a robot with, let's say, varying air resistances, because that may matter or may not. So we have a lot of resources. It can be for programming, for mechanical, or electrical, and even writing to develop how to write, how to communicate properly. That's the main purpose of the impact team.
Mm-hmm.
The impact team mainly tries to communicate what was the impact of Gra-V in our community.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's mostly-
So yeah, talking about a lot of resources, our organization has been for around 30 years, if I remember, and so people have like teamed up from like different teams to actually like build up like a tiny like forum where like they can talk about different things, and also we have like different robot like designs that actually show you like, okay, what's this part, how it works and everything. So as a reference, we have a lot of things, and if you just need some help like understanding this, our mentors can help out, or me or anyone else too.
Awesome.
In the team.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys' time. It's been fun to learn about it, and hopefully when we put this out there, some students may be a little more interested in joining. So thanks for your
Thank
time,
you.
guys.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
All right, appreciate it.